What is going on, everybody, here on Motivated to the Max? I am your host, Daryl Tisdale, aka Daryl to Motivate, aka man. I'm just gonna keep it moving. Y'all know how we like to do it here. If you're on, thank you for watching on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. If you're listening on the podcast world, thank you guys as well for joining on the podcast. If you're on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch and everything, please go in, share this, share the live, hit the like button, hit like, love, whatever that you want to add in there, hit that, and put a comment saying how you are doing on this morning. So, yes, I am not going to be before you long today because where I am at right now is going to be some people might be trying to come in later on today. So I have to keep everything clear and out the way on today. So, but how are you guys doing? I told you I was coming back. From yesterday's live. If you missed yesterday's live, man, go back onto the Motivated to the Max Facebook page or on the YouTube channel and everything, and then you can go ahead and catch the replay on that. Podcast world, you're on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, you name it. Hey, y'all can go to your favorite podcasters platform and go in there, click on there, and listen to it. You get the whole playlist on everything what's been going on for Motivated to the Max. So, before we even get started, I got to go over the house rules. Man, put in the chat, all right, here go the house rules. All right, here goes the house rules. Rule number 1, we got to come in this mug hot. That's right, I said it hot. Honest, open, and transparent. All right. Rule number 2, we're going to be coming in here lit. That's right, lit. L-I-T, lit. And that is living in thankfulness. And then rule number 3 on that, be yourself. It is nothing wrong with you being yourself. It is nothing wrong for you, there's nothing wrong with it at all. If somebody try to tell you, man, you need to try to change how the way you are and everything like that, you might want to go look somewhere else for another friend. I'm just saying. And so, yes, and then also what we love to do before we completely get right into Motivated to the Max is that we will, we always got to have our 10-second count off. The 10-second count off is where anything that's trying to hold you back, anything that's trying to stop you from doing the things of what God has called for you to do. This is the moment for you to have your 10 seconds to have that detox moment. And then also after you have that 10-second detox moment, and then have your breather. All right. Here go your 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we just cast that thing on out there in the sea of forgiveness. Like I always like to say, if you love to fish and everything, don't fish out, don't troubles out at the sea of forgiveness. Let it stay out there. And then, and then also take your breather. So like I said, I'm not going to be before you long. I can't be before you long today. And so I just wanted to come on from where we had the recap on yesterday. Is are we allowing God to be our superhero? And those of you that were watching on live on yesterday, I had the comic book T-shirt on and everything. Yeah, like a whole little comic script and everything like that. And so, it was saying about when we're allowing God to be like the hero, or when we're allowing God to be able to come into our lives from where we can be able to, to be able to come in, allow God to come in, step in, open up our hearts, open up our minds and everything, and allow God to be God. Because it's been several times where I have to have my moments sometimes where, I don't feel like dealing with this. I don't want to do this or anything like that. Trust me, I have been there before. So, and so you know what? I put on another shirt for a purpose, for a reason. I always got reasons. This podcast, I know y'all can't see, but the shirt I have on right now is a family reunion shirt there from where me and my family had went to in South Carolina. And those of you that are looking right now, you'll see the puzzle pieces from where you see the puzzle pieces here on the shirt from where, it has the different names and stuff and what's been, from all other generations and everything for where we all done been through, for our whole generations and everything, in the family and everything. So I have I have this shirt on, and I put this shirt on and everything like that, and it was making me think about from where I was doing with the comic book shirt, for where I was allowing God to come in, like to come in to be my superhero, to come shed the light on, on darkness and everything like that. Have I, and it was making me think sometimes, do I really allow God to come in and to fill in the pieces on what I'm missing? I mean, like, really, like, ask yourself that question sometimes. Have we really been allowing God to, like, to put the pieces in from where we can be complete? And, if you one of the type of people that love to do jigsaw puzzles, and, and I know, like, my wife is one of them. She love to do jigsaw puzzles. She love to be, like, she can sit at a kitchen table or a bit nice sized table, and then she can put a puzzle together. And that's kind of like her mama, from where she can allow herself to wind down, just putting the puzzles and stuff all together and everything like that. And she's trying to figure, you're like, okay, well, this goes right here, this goes right there, that goes here, that, and then she's putting the puzzle together. Excuse me. But from why she's doing that, that's like her relaxed time and everything, right? So I know, like, also it has been like several times from where we have been at a place for where we might have been like, just like this one top corner piece right here, the little top piece right here. And like, you might just be like that one piece, and then you're trying to figure out where this piece should go on the puzzle. And so, sometimes we always will try to put our puzzle piece in a place from where we will fit in. But how many of y'all know sometimes your piece had to be at that right place at the right time? For where, even though things may be looking crazy for you, things may not making any sense or anything like that to you guys or anything like that, that piece, or for where it needed to be a part of the puzzle, is in the right place in the right time. I know, like for me, I can talk about me. I can talk about me all day. From where there's been times whenever I felt like a puzzle piece, and I'm like, when I'm trying to fit in at the right, at different places, I'm trying to be in like over here, or I'm trying to be part of this thing right here, or I'm trying to do this thing right here. Man, I was like that when I was so young. How sometimes when you was young, y'all see me. Sometimes when you were young, and then you feel like you trying to fit in, like you just want to just fit in with everybody. I know when I was in high school, and some of my people who watch this from high school, they'll know, like, I was one of them type of kids, like, I always kept to myself, but I was always cool with everybody. And so then you had some of the ones, I had like my band, I had my band crew or whatever, like, we was always hanging out together, or, we were sitting down talking and everything, or, because like, wow, we was in the band, cause how it was in band, it was almost like the movie Drumline, one band, one sound. It was almost like that. So then, but everybody had their own unique way on actually fitting in to be like in that crew or whatever like that. But like with me, I always felt like I was like a puzzle, like I was just like this lonely puzzle piece that I'm trying to like, look, I'm trying to find my place on where I need to like fit in it to help complete the puzzle. How many of y'all know I had to learn sometime was like, I was actually like the puzzle. From where different pieces was trying to come in and to fit in and everything, from where I had to allow some of the pieces that was supposed to be good for me to actually fit in my puzzle. That was just like when I said, like a couple of motivators to the max back in the day, from when I was saying like, yo, like, are you allowing God to be your puzzle piece? But like today, I'm looking at it as like, wow, like I'm talking about, so wow, I want God to be, to be my puzzle piece. I want God to help put things together and everything like that. But am I really willing to allow God to put the puzzle together? Sometimes we would go against on what God want us to really do. Some of us, and let's go ahead and be honest, open and transparent. I mean, come on, let's go ahead and keep it hot. So, some of us sometimes will be like, well, it's like you at this certain spot right here, and then you like, man, well, I ain't expect none of this to go like this, and then all of a sudden we'll be the one because we're sitting right here waiting. We're sitting right here. Come on there, be honest with yourself. We're sitting right here being impatient on how the way things is not going right now. But from where I say, you know what? Since I'm sick of waiting, I don't want to wait right here. I want to go do my own thing and go do this and everything like that. Man, I'm going to go see if I go fit somewhere else. So then guess what? Then all of a sudden we done moved out from where God wants us to be at. So now we're trying to go find a place to go fit in at. Or in most people's case, they want to try to go find a place from where they'll somewhat fit in at, but then really people can't really see for who they are. So then they just want to be like, you know what? I'm just going to be right here. Nobody's really not going to notice me back here. So then, look, they were for the ones who's really trying to hide from what God really wants them to do. So then all of a sudden, I'm about to use this word in like a whole total another way. You actually trying to be like a ninja. You trying to study the art of invisibility so nobody won't see you and everything. So like whenever that you walk in the middle, it's almost like, wow, like where'd they go? Where they go? I don't see them. Like, like how you talk to so-and-so, how you seen so-and-so and everything like that. And then all of a sudden, like, then you sitting back there chilling like, whew, they don't see me. Then, I can sit right here. I can, and I can fit in just because nobody don't see me. So like you really trying to practice that art of invisibility from where you was like, okay, cool. So now I don't have to go through all this tough stuff and everything like that because nobody noticed me. But in actuality, really, you just put your, sometimes like in a puzzle piece, you will find a piece of a puzzle, and this used to happen when I was young, from where it was like one of the pieces of the puzzle, you look in there and you try to put everything together and everything like that. Then for some odd reason, this puzzle is in here. I said, wait a minute, this has nothing to do with this puzzle. Why is it in this box? So then you try to figure out where this puzzle piece go to. Like, where did this thing go to? Like, where is this? And so all of a sudden, you got this one little puzzle piece. It done came out. It's been put into the wrong box. So now it is sitting right there. From actuality, really, you were trying to be that lonely puzzle piece because you don't want to fit in. You don't want nobody to try to find you and everything because you trying to practice that art of invisibility. Trust me. I'm talking about me. Nobody else get it. I'm talking about me. I was really like, you know what? Like, I can be over here, but then I'm learning how. So I said, well, you know what? If I don't step out like that, then maybe I can be at a point for where nobody won't really notice me or anything like that, from where I can just sit right here and I can be a ninja and study that art of invisibility, and then then I'm fine. So really, I'm thinking that I'm a part of the puzzle piece. But then actually, I'm trying to isolate myself and be like, you know what? I'm just not supposed to be here right now. And it was kind of interesting for where like this instant I'm talking about myself, and I wore this shirt today. Ever since like me and my family, we switched the design of going with this design right here on this shirt, on this puzzle piece, the puzzle piece shirt. So then on the shirt it has like all the names and stuff on who that was like with our family, that made up our family and everything like that. So we had some people like, oh well I was up right here where this is like Boston. It was like, yo, this what started it all. And then all of a sudden this came in right here, and then this piece came right here, and then all the pieces were starting to come in just like that. So then whenever that I was looking at the shirt and everything, and so then like when you make the design, also it was like, man, like you're gonna get a history lesson or on the on what you're putting up and everything like that. Okay, here go like the whole history right here. And so I'm part of the piece that's down here at the bottom that says worn. I'm part of that, I'm part of that piece. And so then if you really think about it, hold on, if I can even get this thing even more closer. Okay, you see like right here where it says like for worn, right? You see there's an actual piece like right there at the at the very bottom of it. So then how many of you guys know, even though like the generations start like with your great great grandfather and everything like that, all your puzzle pieces was supposed to be able to come together as one. Like one big old puzzle. So like ours started like this. So sooner or later we're gonna need to change the design of this family reunion shirt from where the whole T-shirt is gonna have to be covered up front and back and on the side and everything, and like so many pieces to one big old puzzle that's gonna show like one big old picture one day. And the reason why I'm saying all that right there is, don't discredit yourself on trying to be a missing piece of the puzzle. Don't think that you're not a part of the puzzle. We always say that, like, God, put me where I need to fit in there. God, what? We always say that, God will use me, use me how the way you want to use me and everything like that. But then sometimes we all want to be like, well, God, this, I just don't want to make a big scene out of everything. And honestly, I'm talking about myself today. This is motivation for somebody. Don't discredit yourself thinking that you're supposed to be that you're supposed to be like your own lonely piece. Something from what I learned for the past couple of days right now, if you decide to be like a lonely piece of the puzzle, how do you expect to have your puzzle complete if you always want to be alone? Because guess what? One piece by itself is not going to give you like the whole puzzle. You got to keep on adding more pieces to complete the puzzle. To be able to complete yourself. So now you think about it. You look about the attributes and stuff that God has given you that makes you you. Like for me, everybody know I'm the most. I'm silly. I could be serious sometimes. I have my up days. I have my down days. I have some days where I'm not even too sure about myself. I have so many of them days. When I actually sit there and see what really matters at that point in time. So okay, I said that I love God. Okay, God is that centerpiece. And then all of a sudden, whenever we allow the fruit of the Spirit come in, we have your love, joy, peace. When we have all your piece of the fruit come in, there's more pieces of the puzzle that's making you. So my question today is: how many of us been trying to change our puzzle pieces? Just because things not going the way that you want it to go. I can be honest. I was one of them. I used to be one of the ones to be like, you know what? Yeah, let me change up over here like this. So then that over there was just trying to happen. I ain't trying to be a part of that. I'm trying to be like, I want to be over here like try to do my own thing, try to do this, trying to do that, be hard headed, don't listen to nobody, don't do this, that. Let me be over here like that. But then I really had to learn, say, well, you know what? I need the structure. I need to look and see how the pictures look like on from the box and everything, so I could be able to put the pieces. I could be able to put the pieces together. Man, it makes me think about when I used to watch that show. I used to watch that cartoon show Yu-Gi-Oh! And how the way Little Yugi, he put the Millennium Puzzle together. He put that puzzle together. But he had the only thing he had, he had the scrap paper, then he saw how the way it was put together. Like, okay, it's supposed to point down, supposed to do like this, and I'm supposed to put it together like that. He said, but the main thing was from whatever that, that's all he had. He just had a picture on, it's supposed to look, the point part supposed to be pointing down, is not supposed to be pointing up, supposed to be going down. So then he was trying to put this whole thing together. So then when he finally, so he was putting pieces together. He was up late night. He was trying to do this right here. He said, okay, well, this don't fit right here. Well, let me put this in right here. Oh, wow. Okay, cool. I got this going. Because then let me go in right there. Man, how many of you guys know something, man? Once you decide to let the pieces come together, man, it's going to make you be like, wow, I wonder how many more pieces can I put together in this thing? How much more, how much more am I going to be able to allow this to come, allow this to come together? Man, when am I going to allow God to when am I going to allow God to put the puzzle piece right there for me so then I can put it in the place on where it needs to be at? And this is me just being honest, open, and transparent, with me. Man, sometimes, man, I feel like, sometimes it's been at the point from where the point was like, man, like, do I really need to be, is my puzzle supposed to be this complex or anything? Like, am I supposed to make it this complex? Or just to the fact, like, man, all you gotta do is, man, like, look, just look at it. Man, some of us take a look at things like, man, somebody like, man, I said, I'm not putting this whole 1,200 piece jigsaw puzzle together. Man, that's too much work and everything. Well, okay, then cool. How you expect to find out who you really are if you're not willing to put in the work? If you're not willing to put that whole jigsaw puzzle together, how do you know if you're gonna be able to do it or not? Man, every time we look at things and we're like, oh my God, like that's too hard and everything like that. Man, we already discredited ourselves already at the very beginning. And I can honestly, open and transparently say that has been one of my major problems. From where I look at a situation or something like that, and then I already discredit myself talking about I can't do that. I had to get to the point where a guy really had to deal with me and everything. Was like, y'all was like, how do you know you can't do it? You ain't even tried it yet. And then, like, sure enough, by the time, I'm getting everything, I'm saying, like, well, I look at it, and then, I'm trying to put some things together and everything, like, and then I was like, you know what, I can't do this, I just got to take my time when I do it. Some of us want that quick work sometimes. Like, okay, I want to get it done fast in a hurry so then I can try to go on to the next thing. Man, look, sometimes you have to go through the process to be able to get every step, every instructions and stuff on what you need to do to be able to get to that next place from where that you can find the next piece of your puzzle. So it be times from where, like, it's something be like from where you have to be like, I got to scratch my hand and be like, okay, like, where is this thing going to go in at? Sometimes you're going to have those moments where it's like, okay, let me sit. Let me try to get this thing, let me look at it. Let me analyze it. Let me look at it. Let me see when I'm missing. Am I missing something? How do I do this? How do I do that? And just like I can give like an easy example. Like with me and like with, like sometimes they're like with television or Xbox or like, or the Xbox or anything like that. When I got like the new Xbox and everything like that, it took me no time for once I was able like to get to the back of the TV set and everything, unplug all the old wires and stuff from the old from the old Xbox and everything, and then plug up the new one because it was almost like the same thing. It was like boom, easy, I'm done. Cut it on, hit play. Okay, cool. Now I'm right here playing Halo or whatever like that. But then let something be like for something that I never have seen before in my life. I was like, man, I have never seen anything like this. Even time for like my wife would be like, honey, I don't know what's going on with this. Can you take a look at this thing? And I'm looking at it and I was like, let me work this thing out. But then I'm trying to get every bit of instructions. I'm trying to find out every bit of specs and everything that's going on with that device and everything like that. So I said, oh, well, then this is what's going on right here. Man, sometimes I got to read the instructions. Some of us want to go so fast. Some of us want to like move so fast and everything, man. We don't even take the time to read the instructions. Man, like we want to be like, well, you know what, man, I want to jump up here this fast and I'm going to do this and, I want to do that and everything like that. Man, like how in the world you want to jump up and do this so fast? And, man, you haven't even read the instructions yet. That's just like you trying to play a video game. Like you trying to play a video game. And I'm good for I will say video game. I just mentioned about the Xbox. And so, like, I'm sitting right here playing a video game. And some of the things I've noticed from when I'm playing, like, I'm playing basketball, well, like that online. I'm playing against people online and everything like that. Okay, like, one of the things I know is, like, I don't play it every day. So some of the people I'm playing against online, they're they're better than me. They got these skills. They're doing this. They actually like take the time to learn everything, the ins and out of the whole game and everything like that. So then boom, they're like one of the top competitions like in the game and everything like that. So it was like one person that I played online, and he was like one of the top notch players. That was in the lobby or whatever like that. I got matched up with him to play against him in basketball. So then, I'm playing against him. I was losing, of course. I think the score was like 25-5 or something like that. And so he was sending me a message, was like, yo, man, why don't you just quit? They're like, man, just go ahead and quit. I can go on to the next person or whatever like that. And I was like, no, I'm not going to quit because I got to figure this thing out because, like, I don't know what to do. I need to figure it out. So I might as well figure it out when I'm playing against somebody like you because, like, you're one of the top-notch people or whatever like that. And so, you know what? So then, like, once our match was over, like, he jumped offline. He jumped off the game. So I was like, well, dang, he done jumped off the game and everything like that. But when he jumped off the game, he messaged me personally. And so, like, he sent me a message. And he was like, you know what? Just for the answer from what you gave me, I respect that. He said because at one time I didn't have all the know-how and everything on how to beat everybody like the way I'm doing right now. He said I had to learn. I had to go through. I had to learn. I had to learn certain people. I had to lose some games sometimes to gain access on how the way that I can defeat that next opponent. Or if I had to play against that person again, I had to lose, be there to gain access and learn some things from that person. So then, after that, he started coaching me into them, and started coaching me like in the game and everything like that. He said, well, look, check this out. And he said, like, look, here go one of the first tips right here from where we playing basketball and everything like that. He said, don't ever sacrifice somebody going to the basket. Don't try to block them and everything like that. You always stay with that other person that's always standing over there at the 3-point line. He said, so what the major thing is that they were trying to go to the basket to try to draw you in and try to block them, but in actuality, they really is looking for their partner over there at the 3-point line so they can dish it out to them. They're wide open, and then all they got to do is shoot the three. He said, so you always stick your man, don't leave your man. He said, let the person who's supposed to guard that person, let that person deal with that person. So then I was like, oh, okay, then, cool. And then, like, it took me some time to learn, it. But then, I had some losses. So, because most people were laughing at my loss columns, like from my win columns and everything like that. From where some of them be like, man, you should just go ahead and just quit and everything like that because I'm about to burn you and everything like that. So then, that's where you have to be like, man, I'm about to mute them. I don't want to get your messages and nothing like that, forget you. And everything mode. But then in that same token, from whenever we start playing and everything, and everybody in the lobby is like, wait a minute, you supposed to have burned this person right here. Man, how do we no, burning this person where you supposed to beat him like 65 to like the 15 or something like that. He said, tell me how the way, like you barely won that game, like you won the game by 2 points. So that means, like, to me, I figured, to me, that was an accomplishment. Even though I lost, I was gaining more access and learning how to deal with other people in the game. I was starting to allow some of the pieces to come together for us. Like, you know what? That makes sense now. Now I understand why I go up to this right here. Then it's always 2 or 3 of them always like scattered out right. I say, that makes sense now. I was allowing the pieces to come so it can be able to come together from whatever I can get, like that true identity. And be like, oh, okay, that makes sense. So then, like with me now and everything, everybody know now. Like when I played with them online and everything like that, they was like, okay, cool. It's like, if you're going to go with the 2-3 zone and everything like that, I always got the people down there in the backcourt. I got backcourt every time. Or we're going to do full court press. Oh, okay, cool. I got to make sure that this person don't get the ball right here. But if they do, I need to smother that up. I need to smother him from where if he do pass the ball, then it might be a chance that my teammate will be able to go steal the ball. It was like simple things like that for allowing different pieces to come in and to actually be a part of the puzzle. So so we're allowing God to be, or we're allowing God to give us the pieces on what we need that's gonna fully give us our identity. I get tongue tied every time. But then are we really willing to allow God to give us our puzzle piece to show us our true identity or who we really are? Because just like one of the things of what I say for Motivated to the Max, one of the important rules for, the third rule for the house rule for Motivated to the Max, always be yourself. So that when God gives you your new identity, man, you're still being yourself because God gave you that new identity. You're not switching up just because like you might have a family member talking about you need to stop doing this, you need to do this right here. No, like you're being yourself. When you allow your puzzle pieces to come together, man, you're allowing yourself to find out your true identity about you, so then you can truly be yourself. But we're allowing the puzzle pieces to show us our true identity. Like I said, I was going to be before you guys long today. Ooh, excuse me. We're not going to be, like I said, we're not going to be before you guys long today. Like I was saying before, that we have the book signing. It's coming up this Saturday at 4:00. Here go the link right there if you want to be a part of the book signing. Come join with Team Tizzy, your boy here from Motivated to the Max podcast, where it is https://FBPH2021COLLAB.event. That's EVENTBRITE.com. Go to that link, click on that link, put it in for whatever device that you're using. Put that in, go ahead and register RSVP. So like right now, I know that if the building was starting to get filled up, it will be required to wear a mask, and we'll have hand sanitizer and everything, so we can keep everybody, we can keep everybody safe and everything from this whole COVID thing. And then also as well, we have Expressions LLC. If you can go to expressionsllc.org, I will get that in here today because, like I said, my whole morning has been kind of off this morning, but, all glory to God, I'm doing. And so it's Expressions, expressionsllc.org. Go to their link because they have a show that is happening tomorrow. That is tomorrow night at 8:00, and it's called Express Yourself. It is Express Yourself. It's going to be a whole lot of fun, so it's going to be some great music, spoken word, like from where it's going to be going down. If you're looking for like a great atmosphere, for like a, for a nice evening, for like a date night or anything, come on, fellas, look, go to expressionsllc.org, go to Express Yourself. This would be like a great atmosphere for, with, great people, great entertainment and everything. So, you can enjoy enjoy your loved ones and everything at that great date and everything. I'm just saying. But then, go check that out as well. That really is about it. I'm sorry if it sounds like I'm being rushed off, because from where I'm at right now, there might be some people get ready to come in because I hear them in the complex. And so, with that being said, I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Lord willing, tomorrow it will be like full blast, ready to go in, and we can go in and have all the fun that we want to have. But you guys have a great, wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you guys tomorrow for what? Motivated to the Max. You guys be blessed. Peace out.